Okay, welcome to lesson 4 in the series of creating a network structure and using attributes to drive your content. And as you will find, this really dramatically simplifies the way that you can manage large-scale networks with thousands of screens attached using one playlist nationally and using the actual content metadata to inform the media player what exactly it should be playing. Okay, so what we need to do here is we need to go and create a library objects. We go to library structure, and this is purely an administrator environment. You should be an administrator when dealing in this environment. What we want to do is we want to make a new library object. I'm going to make a new video library object, okay? And I'm going to call this video data post, or I'll just call it video DP. Okay, and we're going to now select the icon that we want to represent it. So we will just take one of these videos. Let's take video transition. Remember, you're only selecting the icon, not what it says here. Okay, so this object must be visible, accepts user data, and it accepts media. It's MIME type. I'm going to just type in video. If you need to see what these MIME types are, you can go to other predefined objects inside Infinity to see which type of MIME type you want to put in there. Okay, that is a media object. Okay, and cascade constraints. Good. All right, so that's the beginning. You will see that it will appear after a refresh. We are now looking for video DP. Here it is. It is visible, and I'm now going to edit the library object, or double check it. And I'm now going to start adding attributes to it. Now, you can see this object has no attributes which would appear over here. So this is the object structure. It has absolutely no structure. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an object which already has some, and has attributes. So I'm going to append attributes, okay, from an object. Now I know that if I go to a video default, it's going to give me a good start. Video generic, sorry, is going to give me a good start to my objects attributes. So refresh, and you can see now it's got a title, video type, video content category. It's always used in nature of the content, language, and comments. But what we need to do is we need to add attributes that are going to tie into our network structure over here. Okay, so this network structure here is going to be based on locations. And we need to get these locations attributes onto the content so that the system can match the content to the locations when we create the playlist. So if we go back here, this object doesn't have the location attributes that we require. So we're going to add these attributes to our new video DP media object here. So we say new meta attribute, and we are going to call it province. The system by default will use the country, so we don't have to worry about that. So now we'll go and select the target table, and we will find province. Okay, here it is, province, and the target field will be province name, and it will then be target field key will be province ID, and we are going to not make this a requirement. Okay, so these attributes will be displayed to the user when they ingest, but they don't have to put it in. But if they are going to use them, they will be able to. So it is going to be searchable, it's going to be viewable. It's going to allow multiple select. That's so that you could have, two provinces if you liked. You could have Gauteng and the Free State. Must export and cascade the data. And then we're going to join left. And then we're going to find the MD province table. And select that. And we're going to call it meta ID. The last thing we need to do here is the user level of the people that are going to use this, and we're going to say users are going to do this. Okay, so that is all good, and we're going to save that. Now, we've got a nice little tool here that's going to allow you to check that these attributes are going to work. So we will test the object SQL, and we don't see any errors. Don't worry about this. So that looks good. So we can carry on adding now. And I'm now going to add another meta attribute. And we can just confirm this by saying, okay, if you're not quite sure, you can go back to data post. And we are going to go to a region. Okay. Okie, and we will carry on building into this object. And we go find region. There it is. And we are going to call this, because we've got a province, and the region over here. The region inside the province. Target field will be region name, and region ID is not required, is searchable, viewable, multi-select, export cascade data so that it flows down, go down here, left join, and MD region. And select and meta ID. So this is quite sort of straightforward. You see, I try to save there just as a note, and it wouldn't save because I haven't put a user level. User and save. Once again, I'll just double check that everything is as it should be. Right, so we've got a province and a region. We need to carry on. We need to add a town. So new meta attributes. Let's call this town. Okay, so I'm going to speed everything up a little bit just so we can get done. Everything that we're going to be doing here is the same, quite repetitive, but you need to put all of these in for it to match up to the network as we described earlier. Okay, so as you can see here, we're doing the suburbs, getting that done. User added. Right now, we're just going to need a street. We're going to use the street table to represent where the branch or the outlet or whatever that region might be. I'll just put that all in quickly. After this, we're going to be done, and we will then just quickly test the SQL again, make sure that it's all working correctly. Right, there's the test. Okay, great. It's all good. Okay, so there we go. We've created a video object in the library structure. So what I also want to do though is I want to make a image structure which has the same attributes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the library structure. I'm going to say File, New Library Object, and I'm going to call this images DP. I'm going to select an icon with a little picture. We'll use the one from photo series. It is visible, accepts metadata, accepts media, and I'm going to type in the MIME filter here, images. What you also need to do is add TIFF, like that. Okay, and I'm going to save that. So I go look for images, there it is. And what I want to do is I want to edit this, and I want to make it the same as the video. So just like we used the video generic, I'm going to go and append the attributes from video DP. Now we're going to have to make some changes, but it's still going to save us some time. Refresh, there they are. So all we want to really do here is we're going to want to change the video title, video type, and those three. So we can go in here, we can edit these attributes. And because they've used just a standard meta table here, we can just change this to image title. And save. Okay, so we're going to change the video type to an image type. And we'll just type image. See, this is much quicker. This is much quicker than having to do all of the the areas again. Type. And then what goes here, Pumza? This would be image type name. Okay. And image type ID. And we're going to change, these are left join, but we'll go to MD image type. And meta ID. And the user is fine, and we'll save that. Okay, so we just got the video content, which will change to image content category. And edit metadata attributes. So this is much faster than doing it the other way. So image category, target field, image category name, and ID. Allows multiple selection, export. Actually, we don't need multiple selection on that. Export cascade, left, image category, and meta ID, and it's on a user. Save. Okay, so now we've fixed that. Now we have an images DP. We can just go and check our SQL. Everything looks good. So that was much faster. So always keep in mind, if you can reuse attributes that you've set up in other objects, do it, because it's going to save you a lot of time. Okay.